One of, if not the biggest benefits from integrating AI into my life, I didn't even think about when I first started using AI. I mean, I was thinking AI would just automate stuff. I don't know, I would use it to just do random work. But AI has completely changed the way I learn. I learn so much faster. It's actually nuts. And so I'll talk about some of the tricks that I use for this. But all I'm saying is, guys, if you're not using AI to learn right now, you're missing out. Like, this is massive. It's essentially like having a 500 IQ mentor who's done almost everything possible in the entire world, and he has no ego, he doesn't sleep, and he just does your commands at whatever you will, he just does. That's freaking crazy. It took me a while to get this, and I think I was listening to a Naval podcast, which you guys should listen to, about AI, and that was one of the big things he hit on, is people are not realizing just how crazy this is for learning. But if we're honest with ourselves, this has been going on for a long time before AI. Even as a kid, I would ask myself, why are my friends not learning stuff on YouTube? I was so obsessed with learning video editing, editing trick shot montages, learning how to be better at video games, how to solve different levels, learning graphic design. I was so obsessed with learning, and YouTube made it so much easier. But now we're hitting an even bigger era. So I do not want you to be one of those people who doesn't adapt this early, because right now you have a massive, massive edge. So let's go over the ways that I use it tactically, and then I'll go over some ideas that I have for using it even more in the future. So what is actually learning? I view it like this. You have to find signal, you have to actually, capture the signal and then use it. And so signal is basically any piece of information that is relevant to your current problems that, if you solve, will hit your goals. So that's the first thing to understand. Most people don't know what signal is, what noise is. And so let's say you're building a bridge, okay? You want to build a bridge to your goal. The other side is the goal. It's the 100K subscribers. It's whatever the heck you want, 10K a month. There's all this information in the world. And if it's useful to you, to your goal, it's green. If it's not useful, it's red. And so if you're taking in, let's just say 10 bricks of information per day, right? And 9 of them are red and 1 of them is green, it takes you forever to freaking build the bridge to the other side. But let's say you flip that. What if 9 bricks were green and 1 was red? Now you're making progress genuinely insane amounts of times faster. And so what does this look like in real life? Well, most of the stuff you watch is noise. What do I mean by this? It is, number one, not even it's just entertainment. It's not even applicable to your goal. Either you're learning something crazy that has nothing to do with your goal, or it's just entertainment, right? You're distracting yourself. So things that do not apply to your goal. So if you want to make 10K a month, if you're watching videos on, I don't know, how to swim faster or documentaries about bugs, it doesn't apply to your goal, right? It's red. It's not useful. If you're watching stuff that you already know, it's red, right? So you've already learned it. Maybe there's a little bit of value in just seeing it again, but if you really understand it, there's no point in watching it again. And third, it's just too complicated. So it's applicable, but it's too far ahead. And so the goal is avoid the red and get as much green as possible. And when you're learning stuff that's green and you're making progress, it feels incredible. And so how do we use AI to do this? And I'm actually working on a little something for you guys, that a little app maybe that helps you do this. But right now I'm using AI to keep track of where I'm at in my progress and my goals before I even go search for stuff. And so most people go into AI and they're like, help, this is like level 1. I'm trying to do this thing, help me find some YouTube videos, okay? So it doesn't have a lot of context about you personally and where exactly you're at in that journey. I have all my goals and projects in my second brain with AI. And so I can tell it, I'm working on this project, get yourself up to speed with where I'm at, and now I need to find videos that are going to help me accomplish these problems. And it is crazy. You can use this on Grok to help you with you can actually have Claude spit out a prompt that will then prompt Grok to help you find the right threads, Twitter threads. Those are really awesome too. But even just for YouTube videos, it is freaking sick. So that's one thing, just helping you find more signal. But another thing is having like an agent with you to help you understand. So when I was learning Claude Code and understanding this AI stuff, trying to get up to speed super quickly, there were so many terminologies like CLI and agent, and it's a whole new world that I had no clue. And these programmers were just yapping about these words because they've used them for years. I didn't know what was going on. And so what I started up doing is I would fill Claude in of like what I'm trying to do, my goals are. It has my second brain. It can already read those things. And then I told it I'm watching this video, so it has context on the video. And then I would ask it to define these terms. I would ask it for analogies. I would keep going back and forth with Claude until it was like, hey, you've got it. You understand it. And I would ask it like, hey, is there something I'm missing out of this concept? Or does this analogy that I made make sense? Do I really understand it? And it would be honest and tell me whether I did or didn't. And so, golly, you can just learn stuff so much freaking faster. So now, once you actually find the signal, let's talk about capturing and using it. That's where AI is also beneficial. So I'm working on this in the app, but using AI to have a summary of what you just watched, have a summary of your chat with your agent, and then literally having that spit out an output for you that you can put into your second brain, put into your notes, is freaking crazy. Guys, you can have it make visuals. I mean, it's just nuts. And so, yeah, this needs to be specific to your workflow, so how you learn, where you learn from. But I'm telling you, it is just awesome. You can even program commands of like, flesh out your knowledge. Like, let's say like you have it map out a tree of what you're learning and you're a little bit weak in some areas. You haven't spent a lot of time going through those because it sees your second brain. You can have it tell you what to go look up next. It's just crazy. And in the future, there's going to be some mass improvements to learning with AI. And hopefully I'm one of those people making some of the stuff along the way. But for right now, use some of those tools. And more importantly, just have the perspective that AI is one of the greatest learning tools, probably the greatest that's ever existed. So start using it. Go freaking learn. Go hit your goals. Don't just learn stuff for the sake of learning stuff. Learn stuff that solves problems that will lead you to your goals. So hopefully that helps. Also, as a thinking partner, that is OP as well. Having it as a way to, and this is a whole different video, but having it as a way to just discuss with it, not that its ideas are perfect, but just to run your ideas through and ask it, do you see any plot holes in that? It's so good. So anyways, more on the way.